What's going on, Master Duel fans? James here again. More Season 40 best of compilations, and apparently based off from the number of matches, we did our max amount of dailies within the two mystery decks. Let us showcase what goes on with the mystery decks. So first things first, on behalf actual Numerons, so we will get to the unknown Numeron cards within this matchup. Ah, yes. Based off from this field, Live Twin Dogmatica. If you noticed, the graveyard and the mate base, that's the Dogmatica stuff. So that tells you Live Twin Dogmatica is where it's at. But most cases, this is all Live Twin. And with this hand, we basically got Live Twins like no tomorrow. Normal, Kiss a Kill, Special to Treat, Special Frost. 2 pinks for Evil Pink, draw one. 2 twins for Evil Blue, there's the nib. And originally, I thought of using Leela for the Reborn, but the problem was, if I do that, that's still going to result into tribute all of my monsters for the sake of nib. And lucky for the Evil Pink twin, we drew into talents. Get a token, take the nib, and due to the restriction off from the twins, we are locked out of the extra deck except Fiends. So most cases, Nightmare to make it all up. And one set. Swords of Revealing Light. Dark Hole. And there's the Numeron Network. Now, when it comes to actual Numerons, nothing more, nothing less out of the Numeron stuff. So if we ever do the in-depth detail of the remaining unknown Numeron cards, for that matter, so if we spot any in terms of Numeron name cards, we'll get to that right this minute. Numeron Wall, we all know what's up with Numeron Wall. Most cases, no cards at all except the wall. As a quick effect, you can send this from hand or field to the grave just to activate network straight from the hand or deck. And then once taking the battle damage, free special from hand, and then end the battle phase after the damage step. Numerons 1, 2, 3, and 4. We all know what's up with these guys, which going to cause some serious OTKs if they have a network on board. Nothing more, nothing less of the combination of Numeron Network. Chaos number 1. Numeron Chaos Gate Sunya. You can also XZ Shogun this by using number 1 Numeron Gate Ekam as material. Upon XZ Shogun, banish all monsters everywhere on the field. And then once per turn during your next standby phase, after this card was banished, free special this. Then if network exists in your field zone, burn your opponent equal to the combined attack of all banished XZs. Numeron Storm. If you control a numeronious monster, destroy as many spells and traps your opponent controls as possible, minimum of 1. And if you do, burn your opponent 1,000 damage. Yeah, just burn your opponent 1,000. Hit and miss. And then Numeron Calling, self-explanatory for that matter. Numeron Chaos Ritual. If a face-up Chaos number 1, being Sunya, you control, was killed by a monster effect this turn, you can target 1 Numeron network and 4 number XZs that are banished or in your graveyard. Special 1 Chaos number 1,000 Numeronious from the extra deck that becomes 10,000 attack, 1,000 defense, and if you do, plus 5 materials to that. Also, you can only normal or special summon once for the rest of this turn. And when it comes to the Numeronious cards, I found it too. Chaos number 1,000 being Numeronious, rank 12, questionable stats as a light fiend. Fiendsmith Bridge, anyone? 5 level 12s is what it takes to make it. Once per turn as a quick effect, detach 1, does not target destroy 1 other monster anywhere on the field. At the end of the battle phase, destroy as many other monsters on the field as possible, minimum of 1. Then you can special summon 1 monster from your opponent's graveyard to your field in defense. If this card you control gets killed by an opponent's card effect while it has material and is sent to the graveyard, to your graveyard, you can special summon 1 IC 1000 Numeronia from your extra deck, and if you do, attach this as +1 material. And I'm guessing this is where this card comes in, as a rank 13 that takes 5 level 13s. Upon being summoned, offering the effect of Chaos number 1000 Numeronious, it gains 100,000 attack and defense during your opponent's turn only. Also, apply the following effects from the start of the next turn after this card was special summoned. Monsters your opponent controls must attack this card if able to. At the end of your opponent's turn, if this card did not battle, game over, as in you win the duel. When an opponent's monster declares an attack, detach 1, negate the attack, and if you do, gain life points equal to that monster's attack. And with that being said, that is the leftover Numeron cards to cover up. Back to the show, as in Numeron Network. Toss out Calling. The 4 numbers. Memories of Hope. Hard once on the activation. Based off from the number of number XZ with different names, that's how many cards you get to draw. So most cases, 4 number monsters, draw 4. XZ Shoken into Sunya, Sunya effect, and Perm. 2,000, 1,000 each. Everybody but Sunya gets banished. Normal Leela, special Kiss-a-Kill Frost. 2 twins for Mudcracker. Mudcracker Revive Pink Twin, discarding Leela. Evil Pink, revive Evil Blue. Evil Blue, remove swords. 2 twins for OG art of Leela. Leela, revive Evil Pink. Evil Pink, draw 1. Secret password, getting the Royal Snitch. Royal Snitch for Kiss-a-Kill. 2 twins for Trouble Sunny. 33. There's the wall. Take a little more damage as I heal up, and battle phase ends. Raigeki. Ah, man. And pass. Trouble Sunny. Toss out the level 8, send the network. Normal to Pink. Special, Little Treat. Wall for network. 2 twins for Evil Pink. Evil Pink, revive Evil Blue. And I believe that is two of the 3 networks so far. 2 twins into Trouble Sunny. 3,300. And pass. Normal Pathfinder. Trouble Sunny split into 2 twins. Draw 1 and destroy 1, being Pathfinder. Join to Thrust. And that is Scoop phase for Numerons. Okay, so literally pretty much 3 of the majority of things in terms of the Numeron good stuff, and then the 3 memories. 3 planet, basic, for the sake of network. 2 lava golems, and a kaiju just to out things. And then Divine Serpent get shoutouts to the Master Saga special. If you know, you know. And then before we go on, for the mystery deck, apparently opponent was on Ancient Warriors, and judging by the list here, lost out Masterful Sunmu. Nice glossed out Mo Charmy. Beautiful Royal Rare evenly matched. Royal Rare Baron, glossed out Babushka, glossed out Appaloosa. And that's pretty much that for the treasure cards. And as for this next duel, let's see what it was for the sake of the showcase. Ah, yes, White Forest Sky Striker. Now, I totally get it from the last few posts all from social media when people say that this deck specifically has 0 synergy. You say that now, but this is what so-called 0 synergy, as people quote unquote, looks like. Startup engage for Hornet Drones. Hornet Drones. Token into Kagari. Kagari getting impermed. Cool. OGLZ ditch the curse. Getting Rusia. Curse sword for original. Original. Switch. With curse. Rusia free special. Rusia send curse to draw one, which is Widow Anchor. Cursed for bamboo. Synchro into Ursula. Ursula sending the woes, getting LZ as Amina. Woes reset. Free summon herself with LZ. Synchro into Diabelle. Diabelle getting original sword. And LZ as Amina for Susurus. Original sword. Switch for cursed. Two of the extra deck monsters for Zeke. Cursed for golden. Zeke for Shizuku. Broken. Golden. Drew into Shark. And Apes. Set the anchor. And Shizuku search for Area 0. Duster. Azamina Apes. Return to Shark Cannon. Return to Broken. Woes. Call by on Ursula. Rusia. Save Ursula from being called by. Summon the OG LZ. Synchro into Ursula. Apes return the 2 spells. And then pretty much kill off the Widow Anchor. Ursula. LZ. And then the Ancient Warrior scoops and said, this is basically too much. So guys, that's going to do it for the Best of compilation. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share. Smash the notification bell to keep yourself constantly updated. Also, if you are a brand new or returning Master Duel player after 1 full month of missing gameplay, be sure to use my campaign code in the description below so we can gather the prizes for the future content. Catch you guys next time.